Hey guys, this is LG Shaft. Tonight we're casting Zotac Cup number 58 from the North American server. And guys, I'm going to say this just once. Clothes are overrated. Now, with that being said, I'm going to introduce my good friend Highlander. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
Sweetness, sweetness. Alright, so we've had a pretty epic string of games so far. And this last game we saw was a little bit disappointing, I have to say. This last PvZ between Yermod and Golden was horrible. I'm not even gonna lie. So hopefully we're gonna see something a little more epic out of Yermod right now. And Golden, man, he's always known for some great games, so no question or doubt about him there. This time I'm gonna let you do the introductions, man. So let's get it on pause, dude. In 3, 2, 1, go. And wow, I was on times 4 speed, so give me just a second. That was an epic fail, Shaft. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm on the yellow guy, so I'll let you start from there.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, at the 3 o'clock expansion we have the protoss Daisy. And down at the 6 o'clock expansion, we got the Zerg Golden.
Nice intro, man. I love it.
Yeah.
Simplicity, man. There's no point in getting complicated, is there?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Not exactly expansions, though, but
no.
It's cool.
True that, true that. So PvZ, dude, what do you think?
I'm having a pretty easy time with it right now. Yeah, I'm Zerg. I'm a Zerg player.
Right.
Most opponents I just kill with lots of roaches. Make as many roaches as possible.
Right. When do you drop your roach warren, by the way? What supply?
I go with like the gasless third.
Right.
So I get my roach warren at like 7 minutes.
So you get it at 7 minutes, you don't care what supply you're at?
Nope. 7 minutes, 7:15.
Okay.
Evolution
Evolution chamber, what time?
Evolution chamber goes down at the same time.
Okay. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. And do you think you'll see Golden do something similar to that? This is a really big map. It seems like something you could get a few more drones out on. If you really wanted to.
I'm not sure about his third timing. Last game he got it a little bit later than most Zergs get it, and on this map it's even more difficult to get your third.
Well, he is scouting Nexus first, so
yeah.
I don't know.
I'd like to see him get his third quickly, but we'll see what he does.
So what makes this third hard to hold?
It's kind of far away, so once he gets those rocks down it should be okay, but it's not as easy to get your queens over there.
And it's not really a very open position either, is it? So it seems like it's going to be hard to get a good surround, which is so crucial for low-range Zerg units.
Yeah, that ramp could be nasty for the Zerg.
That's one of the downsides to this map is there's no real open positions. I think this is definitely going to favor Yermod if you can play this game right. He may be able to bring it 1-1 and take his opponent into a third game, again, if he plays this situation correctly.
Yeah.
So, alrighty, we've got the Cybercore coming now. 2 gases have been taken by Yermod. So again, just very standard PvZ and ZVP, but we've still not seen that third base taken by Golden. He has delayed this both games, and this is just an odd style from what you said you expect in the metagame, and honestly, that's what I'm looking for at the same time as well. But what could be the benefits of doing a style like this? You obviously don't have to cut drones for that hatchery, so you can get a lot more out a lot quicker. Let your productions cut.
It looks like he's getting it right now. I think he just delayed it.
Right.
He wanted to drone up more first. So then I think he wanted to drone up more and get units earlier. He'd have a little bit weaker economy, but he'd make sure that less safe third would be safe.
Well, it's 6 minutes into the game. Usually Protoss is ahead on Harvesters, yet Golden is ahead.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So I think the way he's doing this is allowing him to, like you said, get a much better... Or actually, you said his economy would be weaker, but I think it's making his economy better by getting this hatchery a little bit later. Huh.
It'll be better for now, but I think by like the 10-minute mark, he would be ahead if he had gone for the faster hatchery.
Well, you also see Stefano getting 2 gas at 7, or 2 gas at 6. He's getting 3 gas, and they finish at like 6.5. He's getting that roach horn and that evolution chamber a lot sooner. This is just so weird. It's like someone told him to do this build, but forgot to tell him what time to do it.
Yeah, this is an unorthodox timing for all.
He did the exact same thing last game. That's the odd thing. So, what benefits is he getting? Why does he need this extra gas? Why is his layer so late?
I don't think that layer is particularly late. It might even be... No, it's not early. It's pretty much standard timing, I think.
Okay. Well, we do have 50 harvesters now, just shy of 8 minutes. He has now got 8 of them at his third. He has his natural fully saturated. He has his main fully saturated, shy of 1 drone, and 3 gas fully saturated. This is really good stuff.
Snipes the probe from building pylon, but there's still, he already got one up.
Yeah,
He won't get one up any closer.
Yeah, Nearmod favoring another early warp gate timing. This is the attached Golden a little bit off guard, but he's making quite a few units. 9, 11 roaches now on the way. 4 lings also in production. Queens are getting exploded on the direct, left, right, and center. Those are 2 very messy corpses right there.
This is looking scary. That's a lot of units for Protoss. And he's warping in another pylon right next to the Zerg's base.
And that's been the issue. He didn't have pylons to support him last game. So now he is getting these pylons. Does he have a warp prism as well? No.
Doesn't look like it.
I
Nope.
don't see a robo facility either. So
he's got 8 gates, so...
Nice. Pretty heavy gateway attack, but it's proving quite effective against Golden. Golden does have a good number of roaches out, but without roach +1 attack or ling speed, he's going to have a hard time with these stalkers fighting him. Well, ling speed did just finish, roach attack about to finish as well, so Nearmod's going to have to pull this aggression out and go ahead and start a Nexus if he really wants to continue this into a macro game. He has 300 supply saved up right now, or 300 minerals saved up right now, so he could go ahead and start working on that Nexus if he wants.
He really needs injects, but he's keeping his queens with his army.
Absolutely.
He's not keeping up with production. He's going to lose that there, definitely.
Yeah, Golden is in a rough situation.
Yeah.
So the first thing said P, I thought you were talking about Miramod, who I was going to talk about.
Right.
Oh, these roaches still doing a lot of work now. 4 stalkers have been pulled out of the main army to target down that hatchery. Now that the hatchery's dead, the Brooklyn's going to clean up 2 zealots. Pretty awesome stuff right there. And this attack will be destroyed by Golden. Right? He lost his 3rd base. Now, he's been mining for that 3rd base for quite some time, and the Protoss didn't have 3rd base, so assuming he doesn't lose all these overlords, he may be in a position to take this game. Ooh, overlords died all over the place. Rough game, and Golden getting caught with his pants down.
So, what do you think? If he can destroy this Protoss army, who's going to be in the lead?
Well, he's definitely going to destroy the Protoss army. There's no doubt about that. The question is how cost-effective is he going to be when doing it? The
Protoss's production is kind of puckered out, so...
Yeah. Well, of course,
can't keep
the
up.
Protoss is continuing this attack. These pylons, haven't been destroyed yet, and that just gives him the option to just keep up with the attack. And unfortunately for Nirmod, the Overlord and Circling combination has got in position. As soon as he gets Burrow, that third is again going to be a ridiculously hard thing to hold. Stalker's getting hugged and targeted down. That hug of death that Golden is an expert with, constantly trying to keep his roaches moving out of position so that the zealots are losing surface area. And even though the stalkers can still kite him, he can do small increments of damage to him. So really cool micro tricks.
Really should have got those overloads out of there. That'll hurt.
Yeah, what he's doing is actually boxing his units, so he keeps catching overlords, and then unfortunately.
Yeah, it's all the larva to his hotkeys.
Yep. This timing attack has now been going on for about 6 minutes now. Pretty epic. We could give the longest timing attack ever award to Nirmod.
Okay. I think Golden's got this now. He's gonna hold it.
Yeah, there's always been a question of how economic Nirmod could be. And if you could get some upgrades or some tech or some expansions out of this. But he hasn't. He's just been continually trying to do this timing attack, and unfortunately, this is what he has left from it. So yeah, this is actually pretty much game. But I don't think Golden's going to press this advantage. I think he's just going to continue to expand and be really economic and get some upgrades out.
Yep. Looks pretty much game.
Well, River Facility is going to be on the way for Nirmod. It is actually going to be required that he has Colossi before he can take a third.
I don't think he should attack here just yet. He might have enough. But I think he could wait a little bit longer just to make sure he's got this.
It's feasible, but the problem with roaches is they take a lot of supply. The most expensive part of the roach is actually the overlord that you made to build it. So by trading with roaches, you're basically trading free units for units at cost. He's also got burrow, so he can do a lot of good harassment here without necessarily losing as many roaches as he might otherwise.
Yeah, I can see that. Using his roaches before any immortals get out. Those immortals are really gonna hurt.
You're having a little bit of trouble with your mic. Do you think you might be able to clear that up a little bit?
I don't know what's wrong with it.
It's just kind of staticky right now.
Okay, I can try some things.
Okay, cool deal. Well, while you're working on that, I will let the viewers know that tunneling clause is about 1/3 of the way researched. And we actually have a Twilight Council coming as well as Immortals. Protoss ground armor about halfway done. And Nirmod getting those upgrades, that tech out that he needs. But Golden going to be ready if Nirmod ever pushes out. And unfortunately, he has no idea that there's a huge army of roaches just burrowed in the front of his base. Now, if he moves out and doesn't have a large enough force, what Golden can do is just burrow, unburrow. And it's not going to look very good for Nirmod. Actually, what he's going to do is try to bait this army out. He sees a small group of roaches that he could easily overpower, but I don't know.
How's the mic doing now? Still staticky?
Much better, man. Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, this destructible debris going to be destroyed now. So we do see Golden going to have this Overlord killed off. But, like I said, all this creep is going to take a while to dissipate. And when it finally does dissipate, they're still not going to be able to take a base there because of that bird zerg. Really awesome burrow tricks by Golden. You don't see stuff like this from your everyday average Grandmaster player.
So just keeping the Protoss on 2 bases. Do you think he should tech to something? Because
which one?
Protoss army might zerg.
The zerg?
Should the zerg? Because he can keep the Protoss on 2 bases, but the Protoss army might get a little bit scary, and his roaches won't do that much.
I think by forcing the engagement at this front end location, oh wow, that observer getting a read on those roaches. That's going to be rough. But by forcing it on the protoss side of the map, he can just reinforce with pure roach at least
Yeah.
2 times before it ever gets to the back of his base. But what he's doing now is making a bunch of spine crawlers so that he can just continually remax and hold the protoss off.
Mhm.
And by doing that, he doesn't have to tech immediately. He's just getting really good upgrades. Now, he is getting the infestation hit, but that doesn't mean he's going infested. Nice little burrow movement trick. Going to get underneath those force fields. Now, he did take some damage, but those roaches would have been dead. Have that technology available. Forge goes down. Gateway getting torn apart. Cannon getting destroyed as well. Mostly Stalker Army has a really hard time against this many roaches because this engagement, the way it's going to be situated. Oh, wow. Roaches are in the main now, so he's going to be able to target down the probes or this Nexus now. This Nexus is going to be destroyed. And probes are going to run right into the environment of roaches, stalkers as well. And another roach force is at the third is canceled. Immortal Stalker Zealot going to try to defend against the roaches, but roaches are just going to run away. With roaches in the main still, Miramont losing a lot of production, a lot of pylons. He's now 31 supply blocked. Looks horrible for him as he makes 4 pylons to try to stay in this game.
That was really cool by Golden. He really found an opening there and abused the Protoss with that split push.
Well, he was forcing the opening. He was just waiting for it, trying to get the burrows out. He tried to bait with roaches to get him to pull out, but Miramont was too smart for all that. So eventually he's like, well, I'm at 200 supply. I'm going to make a buttload of spine crawlers, get myself completely safe, and then trade my army away. And that's what he's doing. Even if he loses his army and would have nothing left at home to defend, he's got all these spine crawlers that he can use to hold himself off. He's also on 4 bases. Only 3 of them are mining, but he does have production and queens at all 4 of them. So he's going to be able to remax really quickly and has actually managed to stay at this 200 supply off pure 2-1 roaches. The Protoss is now ready to take his 3rd base, going to try to, but a roach burrows in the nick of time, going to force yet again an observer to come and kill it. Now, this is going to tell Golden exactly where Protoss' army is, and he's going to be able to do some kind of timing attack if he wants to use that information. Oh, and he's moving out across the map again, trying to catch the Protoss. He sees him with his Overlord. He's going to run right into that situation. That is awesome. Golden wanting to trade again.
Yeah, splitting his army, but he's kind of fighting in a bit of a choke point.
Well,
but any trade's a good trade for him right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, he has damaged his opponent. Miramont is not going to be able to run away. It's all going to come down to this engagement right here for our Protoss player. This could be kind of rough there. But, yeah, he manages to hold off for the moment. But, here is the roaches. The problem with roaches is you never get to engage them directly. If you can do that, you'll probably win. But, if they just keep running like this, it's never going to be good for the person. That's what destroyed the main of Miramont, and what is continually blocking them here. Again, the roaches are going to get cleaned up, but no 3rd has been taken, and our main has been destroyed. So he's on 1 mining base, and that 1 mining base has 2 mineral fields left. All Golden has to do is keep trading. Eventually, Miramont will run out of stuff to trade.
Yeah.
And they keep using rocks.
Wow, that was wow, that took a long time for him to hold that, but he held it.
I'm sorry.
I didn't think he was going to survive. Oh, what?
You always say he. I never know who you're talking about.
Usually referring to the Zerg, because that's who I focus on.
Ah, so Golden held which timing attack?
The 8 gate.
Ah, yes, that 8 gate, man. That was really heavy pressure. It took like 3 or 4 minutes. A really long time, like you said. But once he did hold that, he kept forcing these engagements with the roaches, and it never looked like Nirmod was going to be able to hold it, and he didn't. What do you think Nirmod could have done differently? Like, I think the biggest issue was him not teching out of that 8 gate quicker. He could have definitely expanded or teched behind what he was doing, but he just kept pushing himself more and more all in.
I don't think he could afford to expand. I think that 8 gate's pretty far on. And, he could have micro better, done his 8 gate better, but after he lost the 8 gate, there's nothing he could do.
True enough, man. True enough. You're definitely the better player here, so I'm going to heed your advice. But we're going to be moving on into the next game, guys. It's going to be an awesome one. This is the final round of 3, so the final of the finals between our 2 remaining players. I'm not going to tell you who they are, even though you should already know. You should have been keeping up. What were you thinking? Oh my god, you suck. Actually, guys, you're awesome. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back in exactly 90 seconds. Bye-bye.